Hello there, I'm Chef Johnny, and this is Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Appreciate you stopping by. Tonight, we got out the UDS again, and I tell you what we're going to do is something I've never done on here before. We are going to smoke a nice rack of lamb. Now, I tell you what, many times when you see lamb cooked, it's always crusted. Lamb crusted this, lamb crusted that. And you wind up where I feel like a lot of times the crust you put on it overpowers the lamb itself. Well, I tell you what, lamb has a very nice flavor. It works great over a smoker. I've had some fantastic lamb chops that were grilled. They don't have to be crusted. They can just be smoked or roasted. So tonight, we're gonna do a simply seasoned rack of lamb. So stick around and let me show you how it's done. You can see this is a real pretty rack. It's a little over 2 pounds. If you wanted to, you could trim this fat off there if you wanted to and take that off and pull off a little bit. If you see a lot of silver skin here, go ahead and pull that off. Nothing will hurt to get rid of that at all. It's going to take away some chewiness, but that's a pretty little rack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I just have some coarse salt I'm going to drop on it. And then come back with some coarse pepper. Same thing on each end. Salt. Not real heavy. These are little small chops. They're not real big. Like I said, the whole rack is only about, 2 pounds. On top of that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to add some of Harry Sue's all-purpose rub. It's a nice little coating of it. Flip them over. I want to get this end right there. On this top side, salt, pepper, and then again a little Harry Sue's all-purpose. So I need to get this front edge just a little bit more. Kind of missed that some. I want to drop a little Harry Sue's on there. That's looking pretty. Got the UDS, it's up to about 250 degrees. Got some nice just oak wood on there. It's not gonna overpower this. Put it on there, let it start cooking up. We're gonna pull the lid off. You might see my package, I've already got some potatoes on there cooking. We're gonna take this rack, I'm gonna lay it bone side down, right there. Take a heat probe, put it in about the middle of the rack is where I want to stop, right there. That's cooking. Gonna take it up to about 130, 135 degrees and get it off there. Chops are getting close. We're gonna check them, maybe pull them off, and also I am going to check my potatoes to see how they're doing while we're in here. That probe is reading 135 degrees. Take them off, let them start cooling. Now I want to check my potatoes to see how they're doing. I'm going to take a knife and see if it's tender. You can tell. If your knife goes in, no resistance, your potatoes are cooked. Some of these potatoes are ready, so I'll get them off also. Tell you what, these are looking pretty. I'm going to pull that probe out. I don't know if y'all seen this, but my Bid IV works pretty good. Gives me 2 temperatures. These got a nice mahogany color on them. It'll be about 45 minutes to cook them. And again, they're just smoked, but they are looking lovely. They've been sitting for about 10 minutes, so we're fixing to slice into these and see how they turned out. One thing you could do to darken these up a little bit if you wanted to is right there at the end, throw them over a hot grill. So if you were doing them like on your kettle or something where you're doing an offset fire, it's a little hotter on one side, you could throw these on there and crisp them up, put a little more color on them to the side, but I think they're lovely at the color they are. Pick this rack up. I'm just going to cut it right in half. Open that up. Now that is a nice medium rare chop. I had that vid thermometer right in the middle. Those are pretty. Of course, those are very middle out here on the edge. Aren't going to be cooked quite as much, so we can look at one of those. Down the edge would be something a little more that the wife would like. See that? There we go. These chops are looking lovely. Look at that. Boy, they are nice. They are medium rare. That outside is cooked well. Those are pretty. This is a little fat cap I was telling you about. If you wanted to, you could take off because that's really your chop right down in there. But either way, they're still very nice. They got some beautiful color on them. This rack of lamb is looking beautiful. Sliced up well. Let's see if we get it on a plate, plate it up, and see how that'll look. I'm gonna take some of my potatoes. I cooked these just with some salt, pepper, garlic, and the garlic actually were cloves of garlic. Put these on the plate. Put a couple of chops on here. Put them on there just like that. Take this one off the end. Boy, that is pretty. Got some beautiful color on it. I'm gonna turn it up where that chop's going up in the air. And some broccoli. Add a little color to the plate. And there you have it. Lovely rack of lamb, sliced up nice. Some pit potatoes cooked in foil with onion and garlic. And of course, a little steamed broccoli on the side. These chops are looking pretty. I'm gonna see how they taste. I tell you what, wonderful. Wonderful. Harry Sue's all-purpose rub is just fantastic. Added a little salt, a little black pepper with that. Drop that on there, and these cooked up great. About 45 minutes of smoke. 250, 260 is where it stayed at. Pull them off about 135. Let them come up a little bit higher, and they just fantastic plate. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I guarantee you, I enjoyed it. But they were tremendous. The potatoes. Very, very good potatoes. Tell you what, I love a nice lamb chop. This rack turned out fantastic. I'm gonna enjoy it a lot. Hope you get one, hope you try it. And when you do, leave me a comment down there. Tell me how it turned out. Let me know what's going on. Let me know other things you'd like me to cook. I always try to do some things on here that my fans are asking for. But I tell you what, thanks for stopping by Texas Style Cuisine. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends and family about us. And we're going to see y'all down the road on Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine.